we should go into those areas too. We will look into it and see the possibility of the productions of the potato seed and tuber seed. On the issue of GMO, at presently, Premier Seed has not been producing GMO. All our products in our product portfolio provide assets today are non-GMO seed. Our regulatory agents are here. Premier Seed is specifically producing hybrid and at present. Thank you so much.
Anybody want to pick up the mic and speak to him?
Yeah. So I think the first, so my philosophy and that of AFEX is that ensure women, are on the table, have the right seats, and have a voice to speak. And I think what we have today, you're voicing out, the chair of the occasion is one of the most important signals we can see that, the men has only one space in the room, and it's to support women. So it's to, for us, it's equal representation across the management levels, equal representation across the organizational level, from an hierarchy standpoint, and we make sure that we do a biannual diversity survey to check for those balances. That said, we also make sure that we then norm it for, occupational specializations, right? So if you have a woman in our location, close to family, she can take. Second is then in our outreach supply chain activity. Our target is to reach 35% inclusion. We're at 28% and, improving towards that. But, every time when we scale the number of farmers, then we have to do another work for another year or two to ensure that we balance that out. And part of that is just essentially nobody can advocate for a woman more than a woman, right? So make sure that the channels to reach them are female, they understand themselves better, and also look for value chains. Chief SA mentioned certain value chains that are women-centric. So again, investing in those value chains and promoting people that are leading and designing those schemes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to that, Mr. Ayo. I think also good pointers for all of us. I know at Mercy Corps, we really try to farmers. We're really looking for women-led enterprises, women smallholder farmers, but we can all do better. So let's keep this also at the center of our work to make sure we have that dual impact of the social impact as well as business growth for Borno. So with that, can we give our esteemed panel a round of applause, of inspiration for how we can move forward to achieve resilience and economic growth in Borno? And I'm being guidance. So thank you everyone for your attention. Can we excuse others for lunch?
provide a round of applause for the panelists for diving into this wonderful topic, giving insightful responses to the effort being made by Borno State government and partners to see that opportunities are enhanced for public-private sector engagement in the state. Without much ado, at this juncture, the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Dr. Mere Mandara, will be accompanied by other esteemed dignitaries to tour the exhibitions outside, showcasing the state's economic potential, innovative businesses, and development projects. The dignitaries, please, can you kindly join the representative of the state governor, Dr. Mere Mandara, outside.
So the exhibition, let's have a tour of the exhibition booths. You can take a walk. We have different exhibitors from different sectors that the Rural Residence activity has been working in. They are mostly partners, new initiatives, new businesses, MSMEs, and also large-scale businesses that are present here with booths outside. So you can have a look and patronize them.
All right, thereafter, we go for our tea break. Then when we come back, we continue for the second phase. And on the second phase, stakeholders will be engaged in meaningful discussions to share success stories and identify opportunities for growth. We'll also hear from experts, as we've just heard from the panelists. Policymakers will also make inputs, and entrepreneurs who are already making a positive impact in Borno State will be heard. So after the tea break, don't be hurried to go home. Come back for the second phase of the program. I am Paul Nkujevana. Thank you. As we return after the tea break.
known as Jamaatul Al-Sunnah Lid-Da'wati wal-Jihad, popularly referred to as Boko Haram. For over a decade from 2009, their senseless killings of innocent people, their ferocious destruction of public structures and private properties, their fanatical determination to achieve their reprehensible objectives, their sickening commitment to their objectionable cause, and their uncompromising belligerence have made an indelible mark and a telling effect on the socio-economic landscape of the sub-region. But more significantly on Borno State, being the epicenter of the insurgency where the entire crisis is posed. And in the humiliating defeat by the gallant and fearless military and other security agencies, the Boko Haram insurgents had unleashed a reign of terror in many parts of Borno and other states of the northeast sub-region, culminating in massive abductions of innocent citizens, overrunning of towns and villages, as well as subjecting our people to be refugees or IDPs. As a result of these atrocities committed by the insurgents, the sub-region was completely changed for the worse. The terror reign created mass exodus of people across the northeast in search of safer places, with millions of displaced people seeking asylum in neighboring countries and safer places within the northeast and beyond. Within a period of 10 years, they held sway. Borno alone lost 22 out of its 27 local government areas to the insurgents. Yobe and Adamawa State also lost some percentage of their local government areas to the insurgency. Bauchi, Gombe, and Taraba were less affected but had to contain with constant sporadic attacks and menacing explosions of IEDs. With the abduction of the Chibok girls and bombing of the United Nations headquarters in Abuja, the crisis assumed an international dimension, which saw the influx of United Nations agencies and other international and local non-governmental organizations into Borno State in their concerted efforts to alleviate the suffering of the victims of the unlawful terror settlements, which almost completely cut off the northeast from the rest of the country. However, after several years of tears, sorrow, and bloodshed, peace began to resurface gradually with the unrelenting gallantry of the Nigerian Army and other arms of the security agencies, as well as the civilian vigilante group called the Civilian JTL. Between 2015 and 2019, almost all the local government areas hitherto under the control of the insurgents were recovered by the military. With a pursuit of non-kinetic approach advocated by the Borno State government under the leadership of His Excellency Professor Babagana Umar Azim, and sincere appeal to the insurgents to lay down their arms with the promise of total amnesty, the insurgents began to surrender initially in small numbers, but after realizing that the government was sincere in its commitment to the peace and security of the state, they began to turn themselves in large numbers. Several critical stakeholders have also taken active part in the process, in line with His Excellency's vision and approach. Indeed, prior to His Excellency's election, the Borno used to send fear and trepidation among some people as they travel across the northeast in fear and uncertainty. Today, the story is different. With peace returning and business activities reaching an unprecedented level, Borno is now ready to provide its leadership position in the northeast region. The governor's commendable leadership style, with the strong backing and new tactics by our gallant security forces, as well as the recovery and stabilization efforts of government agencies, like the Agency for Humanitarian Response and Coordinations, Ministries of RRA, Information and Internal Security, Women Affairs, Office of the Deputy Governor of Borno State, the Northeast Development Commission effectively run by an unassuming technocrat, Alhaji Muhammad Goni Alkali, and massive support from members of the international humanitarian services, we are now at the threshold of resuming its leadership position as investors' hub of the Northeast. Not forgetting the efforts of our traditional institutions, spearheaded by His Royal Highness the Sheikh of Borno, Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Ibn Umar Garbe Amin Al-Kameni. With strategic and unique geographical location, sharing common borders with 3 countries, 2 in Central Africa, Cameroon and Chad, 1 in West Africa, which is Niger, and a closer proximity to Sudan, Libya, and the rest of Africa, Borno is positioned to provide returns to investors. With about 70,000 square miles of arable land, ranging from high-altitude hilly terrain of the Blue Plateau and massive evergreen features throughout the south, as well as the broad plains of central and northern Borno to the famous Lecture Basin, Borno is a fertile ground for agro-allied business. The soil is rich and stable for agricultural activities, as almost every crop grows in every part of Borno State. Almost all crops are grown in large quantities, especially the famous Fuji corn in local government areas of Bama, Bukwa, Kanabagi, Mafa, Marti, Gala, Jere, and Maiduguri Metropolitan Councils. Millets, guinea corn, maize, rice, wheat, barley and oats are grown in Fadama-based locations and in the southern part of the state, such as Askarauba, Biu, Dombua, Kwaya, Shani, and other old the Lecture Basin. Borno is suitable for all-season agricultural activities. Other products produced in large quantities are sesame, soybean, red and white beans, gum arabic, and notable products include hiding skins and fish farming. While minerals such as iron ore, lead, bentonite, kaolin, uranium, gypsum, and feldspar, among others, currently all exploration activity is going on in Anis and Tuba within the chapters of oil exploration zone with promising results. We believe the state capital is endowed with several high-class hotels with visitors and several attractive places to visit. To ensure availability of well-trained and skillful personnel in various states to provide manpower for the state governments in using the industrialization program in line with the 25-year development plan and 10-year strategic transformation initiative. Vocational schools are established all across the state. The vocational training schools are to train relevant manpower to sustain the development of the industrial park, which is a well-laid out and strategically located area far away from the housing and wasting of the city with roads, electricity, and water facilities. The area located along the Canyon Road is available for any rural investors with a lot of incentives in line with the Brazil's vision of providing ease of doing business. Vocational training schools are located at near Bikwa, Nofa, Nalori, as well as Kwakusa and Rama. The designers are trained to be skillful in building repairs, electrical and home-based electronic repairs, electrical wiring, plumbing and power splitters, plaster of power designs and fittings, wood and bricks molding, industrial and domestic welding and fabrications, GSM computer repairs, solar repairs and installations, building and construction services, and tire. Others include hairdressing, barbing and body care skills and costumery. Although the Nairobi Gospel are fully functioning with a combined output of 50 megawatts for a functional and uninterrupted power supply. Borno shall rise again. Let's join us and make Borno great.
follow me like a Borno. Body they rising like no no no. I say color your brocota, no go taste locodo. Kelly they bossy my bololo. Can make a salute your commando. Girl if you balance Diego, I give you paper. No go do me Diego, my Maradona. Girl if I lap your sueto, I'm a farisa. Girl your back keep it connected, and I can follow your cresco, cresco. Tunde dan the cresco, pay for your waist, and I can pay for your lace, pay for your waist. Tunde dan the cresco, pay for your waist, I can pay for your lace. Girl, if you balance Diego, I give you paper. No go do me Diego, my Maradona. Girl, if I lap your sueto, I'm a farisa. Girl, your back keep it connected, and I can follow your cresco, cresco.
Rawa a gaban gada, kakalangu da 'yan mata an hada, ga guda da ganga a rangwada, domin sautin zuwa take da lagwada. To mutuku, kai mutuku, makina muna so kalangu ta bugu. Mutuku, kai mutuku, rikita musu gwamnati mun musuku. Mutuku, kai mutuku, makina muna so kalangu ta bugu. Mutuku, kai mutuku, rikita musu gwamnati mun musuku. Sabuwar criteria, flow sika da malaria, nan daga arewacin Nigeria. Ofishin gwamna har gaban sakatariya, har gaban sakatariya. Ka ji daɗin duniya, ki ji daɗin duniya. Allah samu gama lafiya. So ku ji daɗin duniya. Classic. Gayan nan ba mai burge ni, number one spot ba mai tuge ni. Okay, ai na yi sun gani steady, kaɗa rap ɗin nake like burgali. Quality, VIP, babban kifi, MVP. Ai ramin taka ba TV, yanzu mu chicks ke ɗaurawa a kan DB. Ta amarya ga ango, ango kyakkyawa ga hango. Sabo saka ango, ina ɗan adawa ke samu su rango. Amarya da ango, ango kyakkyawa ga hango. Sabo an saka ango, ina ɗan adawa ke samu su rango. Nigeria, flow sika da malaria, nan daga arewacin Nigeria. Ofishin gwamna har gaban sakatariya, har gaban sakatariya. Ji daɗin duniya, ki ji daɗin duniya. Allah samu gama lafiya. So ku ji daɗin duniya.
I just put the money in baby and everything that you need. Hey.
Girl, I promise you, I'm grabbing some eyes to be there. Even when you mess up, we go still tell you no things. I go give you respect, the respect I give my mama. You say make I give you picky, make I give you your life. Sissy, you're beautiful from head to toe. She's beautiful from head to toe. Give you the key to the new key. I know I'm trouble. I know I'm trouble.